Shit, I accidentally pressed go live prematurely. Well, I guess we're live now. Hello, people.
Oh, Owen's stream.
Um. Yeah. Shit. I'm just gonna I'm still setting up the stream properly, so yeah, I genuinely didn't mean to press the that yet. Let me just
Yeah, still figuring out how do I figure out.
and
Can you hear me, Owen?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm pretty new to the Steam friend thing. So...
Okay, so just I'm gonna start the world now. So just go to multiplayer and select join via Steam or
yeah. What's step 2?
I don't know. I've not really done this very much. Maybe I can send you an invite somehow. Wait, no, I can. I think that should have sent you an invite.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Okay. Not gonna lie, that's not what I expected your character to look like.
Oops, I think I spawned in using the toad. My toad skin here. I'll stop that.
No, it's fine. It just surprised me a bit. So have you already played some of this, or this is your first time?
Okay, so my laptop, it does this really fun, quirky thing where it shuts down my computer. And I can't do much using that.
Interesting.
Could you try and invite me again?
Okay, there.
I'll be creating a new character. Yeah, I think I'll just try.
Just gonna gather wood while you're doing that.
Cool. Let's see. Yes, I can. We're in the world.
Yep. Looks like you're lagging a bit.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
gonna
lagging a
build
bit.
us a temporary like starting shelter real quick. Nothing
Yeah,
fancy,
I'll
really
do
just
that.
a big square. Probably not even that big.
Look at this. Terrible nature. There should be Walmarts and identical parking lots and 12-lane traffic here. Would you want, would you want to stack the NPC housing?
I generally like to try and make like a nice little town.
Oh yeah, I tend to stack the NPC housing like a wooden tower of doom.
Right.
I think we should figure out how to get some gear.
I'm gonna craft myself some wooden armor, which is not great armor, but like better than nothing. Then we can go mining for better stuff later.
I'm kind of walking directly in the left direction because I want to try and find that hole in the wall. Oh, enchanted tree. Enchanted wood.
You know, I expected to know more about Terraria than you because I thought this was your first time playing, but I don't actually know that much about Terraria.
No, yeah, I've been playing Terraria. This is my first time playing on a computer, though.
I see.
Yes,
I played a lot of Terraria as a kid, and I've played it a couple of times when I was older. Let's just say, I'm skilled at Terraria compared to Sam.
Oh yeah, Sam, first time he played, and he's got 2 hours experience on it.
And I spent like several hours trying to teach him the concept of wall jumping.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't really wall jump.
Well, there's like an item you need for it, right?
Yeah.
It would appear that, I was digging a hole to get resources, and it would appear that the guide has fell in.
Oops. I mean, that's just a skill issue at that point.
Yeah. But he's probably gonna be in this hole for, like, a long time.
Yeah. Well, he'll latch on to the nearest house, the little parasite.
Okay, just gonna place a crafting table because I forgot to bring torches, and I think you need a crafting table to make torches.
I found a grove of enchanted trees.
I think the fire alarm in my house is going off.
What?
I should probably go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, check that out.
Okay, so my dad just, left the door open while he was, grilling something. And it's fine. So, it's nothing to worry about. You still there? Liam? Huh. Must have lagged out or something. I guess I'll keep mining and see if they come back.
Oh, okay. It was a fluke?
Yeah, no, my dad just left the door open while he was lighting a grill. Should I send you a new invite?
That's a fun hell of a way to start a stream.
Hmm. Yeah. Honestly, I knew it probably wasn't anything to worry about since fire alarms get false alarms all the time, but I did just want to make sure since I would prefer not to die in a fire.
Yeah, agreed. Even if it's like, oh wow, like it might be a false alarm, you should always check.
Yeah. Safety advice with W Survivor. Always check if you're going to die in a fire before you resume playing Terraria.
Oh yeah. Also, don't mind the background noise. My family is doing laundry and recording in the basement.
I can't hear the background noise, but the fire alarm on my end keeps beeping every few seconds. It's rather annoying.
Also, it's not to judge, but digging a giant hole is not the best thing to do.
This is fair. I'm just not that good at Terraria.
That's alright, but typically you would explore the world and find a hole in the wall. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's, just what, me and my brother always did when we were kids playing Terraria.
I think I'm just gonna explore the other side.
Okay. I'm going to mine until I perish, because I did not have the foresight to plan a way out of this.
Yeah. So I got some drip in here. I got a stepping stool at aglet, drip drop.
You know, like, I'm probably gonna, like, at least cover this up with sort of one of those wood things you can, like, go down through later. Which means that our guide is probably just gonna be buried forever.
Yeah, but hey, it's a good idea to start making a hole like this. Probably not this early.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I've heard people online, mention things like, how you can dig a
Elevator.
hole to hell or something, which is very weird.
Yeah, hell is a weird place in Terraria.
Yeah, most of my knowledge of Terraria comes from sort of just what people talked about during the Terraria Don't Starve crossover.
If that's the way you got introduced to Terraria,
Well, I played it
hey,
as a kid, but but like only the very early game. But I was never able. I don't think I've ever actually defeated a boss in Terraria. But the way I got reintroduced to it when I was older and actually good enough to play video games was the Don't Starve crossover.
yeah.
Or,
Hey, I'm also coming down here to give you a weapon.
yeah.
I found 2 of these buggers.
Nice.
Hang on. What's the button to drop it? There you go.
Well, it would appear I have 2 of them for some reason.
Oops. Can I get a umbrella back?
Why can't I? There.
Thank you.
I'm now going to drown myself because I have no other way to the surface.
Oh, we can build our way to the surface.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Party har har. Well, I'm just built different.
Ah, you have either a magic mirror or one of those warp potions.
Yeah, I have a recall potion.
Yeah. Honestly, the reason I didn't prepare for this is because I usually do explore the world first, and I tend to acquire a magic mirror fairly early on most of the time, so...
Yeah, we tend to get the magic mirror, like, as the first golden chest drop.
Yeah.
And for me, it's so hard to get the Hermes boots.
The what?
It makes you run fast.
Oh wait, no, those. Yeah.
Yeah, they're called the Hermes boots. It's a really cool name.
You know, from what I understand, the Terraria Don't Starve crossover actually added a lot of extremely overpowered items to both games, like, permanently, and then both fandoms completely forgot about them.
Oh yeah, they were like, hey, look, there's this really cool item to get in a lot of these games. We added bosses, and the fandom was like, yeah, that's cool and all, but when's the next update?
I mean, the thing is Don't Starve doesn't, like, although I like it more than Terraria, I do admit it doesn't have great boss fights in my opinion. Except for Don't Starve Hamlet, but the only one that's really supported right now is Don't Starve Together. But the Demon Eye, which it's not called the Eye of Cthulhu because that would have some implications for the Don't Starve lore.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's the Eye of Terror and Don't Starve, sorry.
That's really smart, actually.
It's probably one of my favorite bosses in the game, actually.
Yeah, that's the Terraria mechanics of dodging the Eye of Cthulhu to Don't Starve in a new 3D manner.
Yeah.
Back, demon. Your demon eye.
It also drops a extremely useful armor item, which, which isn't, like, overpowered, but, you can upgrade the demonized boss into the, yeah, I believe, like, twin eyes or something, and they drop potentially, like, one of the most overpowered items in the game, because it gives you armor, but it's a weapon, and there's no other, like, things that go in the tool slot that give you armor, which means you can essentially stack it with both armor and a helmet. And I believe it gives you 80% damage reduction. A football helmet gives 80% damage reduction, and so does a log suit. So if you use that item, it would give 80%.
Yeah, I've played Don't Starve, and the log armor and log suit tend to be really good, and that sounds like way too good to actually be for Don't Starve.
But
Pretty
the
sure
thing
they
is there's actually a lot of very powerful items in Don't Starve. It's just
Yeah.
all of them are extremely difficult to get. Don't Starve has very difficult boss fights and endgame areas, so so as a result, there's a lot of very powerful items you could get, but even experienced players don't tend to get them in most worlds because it's like a whole ordeal.
Yeah. Also, yeah, we should go this way. So I'm probably going to die from this demon eye. Not gonna lie. Ooh, I'm on a roll. Ooh.
But honestly, I feel like the Don't Starve X Terraria update is canon to Don't Starve at least. And no one talks about the insane lore implications of that, all of which make a surprising amount of sense.
Yeah, the worlds seem really similar, so if you told me that in Don't Starve, a giant eye crossed from another dimension
Yeah.
into the Don't Starve world, I would not be surprised.
I mean, I feel like the main things is, from what I understand about Terraria lore, there's like a lot of Lovecraftian stuff, which, in all honesty, fits right into Don't Starve lore, where there's a lot of Lovecraftian stuff, but it's still a bit weird because before that point, there were very few powerful forces that are known much about Don't Starve, and even though it doesn't really count since it's like not a Don't Starve boss, there are a lot of like implications of how there are like really like
Also,
powerful
Owen,
things.
I looted this area already.
Oh.
I would hop up and continue to the left.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, ooh, we got a corruption.
Dang it.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, the main thing sorry if I'm ranting a bit much about Don't Starve, it's just one of my special interests.
It's alright. Don't Starve is pretty cool.
Yeah.
My sister's actually really interested in Don't Starve as well.
But one of the main lore implications of the crossover is, so far in the Constant, there were only two, in Don't Starve, there are only two known, there's implied to be others, but there's only two known proper dimensions, the Constant and, I guess, Earth, or our dimension, and just throwing in Terraria in there, creates sort of, confirms that there are a variety of dimensions rather than just the Constant and Earth.
Yeah. You know what we need? We need a plant farm, a flower farm.
Flower farm?
Yeah, flower farm.
Okay.
Ooh, wait, hang on. I have rope. We don't need platforms over here.
I didn't know you could that was a thing you people made in Terraria. I didn't know much about, farming in Terraria.
That's alright.
Yeah. I mean, from what I understand, I thought it was just like, since you could keep your inventory throughout different worlds, I always assumed that, like, instead of farming items, you'd just jump to a different world to grab them. Or something.
That's considered kind of cheating.
I see.
Rookie mistake I made. I keep falling and dying. It's not very good. Terraria is very different from Don't Starve, gameplay-wise, because you tend to not drop your items when you die, and dying isn't like a really big deal, because you could always come back.
In my experience in Terraria, a lot of the time I intentionally die before I get a magic mirror or a bunch of potions to warp back, so...
Yeah, I've always found it weird how Terraria gives us, like, a ton of potions for, like, recall, but when you exit the caverns that you're given, you usually have the magic mirror with you.
Honestly, literally the only reason I have Terraria on the computer is because, I was angry that, with the Terraria crossover, I would lose my encyclopedic knowledge of Don't Starve lore, since I, don't know shit about Terraria lore. Now
I mean...
Yeah.
Don't Starve and Terraria, they're both really good games. I feel like it's important that we know a little bit about both games.
Yeah.
In order to understand the lore.
Honestly, the thing is I know for, like, basically a fact that they're probably never gonna bring up Terraria lore again, but it does still have a lot of, like, unintentional implications. And
this game's really good.
yeah.
It's a good idea that you bought it.
Yeah. I mean, and then the weird fact that the way Terraria stuff got in Don't Starve and vice versa is War Talks just randomly decided to go to Terraria World. Because apparently he can do that. Like,
Yeah,
the rest of the
that,
playable
then
characters in Don't Starve
Constant?
are like, oh no, we're never gonna be able to get home, how are we gonna leave the Constant? And War Talks just casually goes into an entirely different video games universe.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, skill issue, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure, like, how the Don't Starve items got into Terraria's world, though, since they're all very character-specific items. Like, Abigail's flower, only Wendy's able to use that in Don't Starve, so I'm not sure why Abigail suddenly just chill with a bunch of random people summoning her.
Well, I mean, the point of it was to have a new summon weapon in Terraria.
No, I understand it gameplay-wise, but it does create some interesting, like, story discrepancies.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a thought to take into consideration.
Yeah, and then there's, I also believe that Lucy the Axe was added to Terraria, which is very weird because,
And apparently Lucy talks.
yeah, no, she's a very weird thing where, Woody is,
Woody's able to talk with Lucy.
yeah, and,
yeah.
Lucy is confirmed to be able to talk actually, but, like, only because other characters could see their dialogue in, multiplayer. But, like, At the same time, I genuinely do not see a feasible way that that could happen. Like, Lucy literally does not let anyone else, aside from Woody, hold her, and whenever Woody uses a different axe, she just teleports into his hand, replacing that other axe.
Yeah. It's actually kind of neat how an omnipotent, like, figment of Woody's imagination ends up being more powerful than Woody himself.
Well, I wouldn't say say that Lucy the Axe is powerful. They're just a good axe that can inexplicably talk.
Yeah, but it can also teleport, and to my recollection, Lucy cannot well, Woody cannot teleport.
Not without items, but, like, you can't... No one can just, like, randomly teleport and Don't Starve, but, like, with...
Lucy can.
Like, none of the base characters in Don't Starve are that strong, but you can do a lot of crazy things once you, like, progress stuff a bunch.
Yeah. I think we're trapped down here.
Yes, I didn't even actually mean to fall in here. I was actively trying to get out, and then I just gave up.
Also, this is the dungeon. We don't have business in here. We're gonna get slapped if we stay in here long enough.
You and your potions that I... Which... To build my way out. Like, thing is, it's just, and then, it also very much, how would Deerclops have gotten into Terraria's world? Of course, Deerclops isn't, like, that uncommon of a species, so it's not impossible that one of them could have, like, ended up in the Terraria world, but...
Yeah, I feel like he just wandered into Terraria's world. If you see this tree, remain calm.
But one thing that annoys me greatly is that the Wikipedia entry for Terraria's Deerclops now comes up before the Wikipedia entry for Don't Starve Deerclops.
Yeah, that's really annoying, because Deerclops was in the game far before Terraria was in the... Well, Deerclops was in Don't Starve far before Terraria, is my point.
And also, I feel like Deerclops' choice, like, as a boss was a bit weird. I mean, of course he's probably the most iconic Don't Starve boss, but I feel like his mechanics, like, don't intuitively translate well to Terraria, in my opinion. He's mostly just, like, you mostly just kite him, pretty basically. Like,
yeah, most of the time it's like, hey, fight this boss, and stay close to him, instead of Don't Starve's, hey, maybe, perhaps you should keep some items with your sanity, to keep your sanity high, and to keep yourself from going insane, because Deerclops is scary. Yeah. Also, there's a bunch of attacks, a bunch of tactics that you need to use. Yeah. But like in Terraria, it's like, hey, this is another boss.
Honestly, I feel like, what really annoys me is one of the bosses that would be least likely to end up in Terraria, because they're, like, very lore relevant and stuff, and I don't think it would make sense for them to translate it in, is I think the Ancient Fuel Weaver would make a pretty great Terraria boss, but unfortunately...
I think the Antlion would make a pretty good Terraria boss. Not gonna lie, like a desert exclusive boss, we've been waiting for that a long time in Terraria. Really? Antlion, the summer boss?
Yeah, no, I know who they are. I'm just a bit surprised because Antlion to me was one of the less memorable bosses.
But I think it would bring a lot more to the table than the other bosses, considering we don't have a desert boss.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you wanted a desert boss, and also one that I feel like is both a more iconic boss and also desert exclusive, is Dragonfly.
Ooh, yeah, Dragonfly would be a pretty good boss. Also, I have to go get a charger.
Okay.
My computer is running low.
Hope it didn't sound like a bunch of cartoon sound effects.
You know what Don't Starve thing I think would be great in Terraria? Like, I genuinely feel like I would really like... I don't even know how it would translate, I just want to see how it would look in Terraria's art style. Well, the meat effigy, which, is a way to revive dead players, which means it would probably be useless in Terraria. But at the same time, I just genuinely want to see what it would look like in Terraria's art style so badly for some reason.
I would say it would fit really well. It would need to be like really, really rare mob drop or a really, really expensive crafting item. However, it would be a really cool thing that if you're playing with another player and the other player dies in a boss fight, that player that's still alive can use the meat effigy to revive that player with its gravestone.
I could see that.
I mean, if we continue the Terraria world progression, you'll see what I mean by the player dying, the other player needing to...
Yeah. No, I know that there are a lot of bosses in Terraria, but I've literally never been able to beat even the earliest ones.
We can do that. I'm pretty sure we could also do that within this stream, if we get prepared enough.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna make the house look nice and pretty. One of the reasons I've never progressed very far in Terraria is Terraria is a lot less of a survival game than Don't Starve, and I like it decorating in more sandboxy games, which are less survival games, and just making everything look nice.
Oh yeah.
I tend to do that a lot more in Terraria than other players do. Like, even more impressive Terraria structures, that I've seen at least, don't really seem to be, like, built to be, like, cozy little places. They often seem to be made to be, like, just big, and that's what's impressive about them. I feel like one of the reasons I've never beaten a boss in Terraria is I've never sat down and been like, okay, I'm going to beat a boss this playthrough.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
Hell, it actually took me a lot longer than you'd think for me to actually beat any of the bosses in Don't Starve.
Yeah, Don't Starve, you gotta prepare so many more things.
Yeah. I mean, now I find a lot in most of the early game bosses that, like, you can actually face pretty easy. But even though I have hundreds of hours in Don't Starve, I still
Wait,
haven't
where
beaten most of the bosses
You
in it.
place down the furnace.
Oh, okay. Sorry, just there.
Thanks.
Like, most honestly, last time I was streaming Terraria, one of the people was in chat was like, "Oh my god, you don't need to make your NPC houses that big," and I'm like, "But I want it to look nice in my world."
Yeah, if they have to stay in the world, they should have a nice house.
Yeah.
At least.
Honestly, and it might be something where, except in Don't Starve specifically, where I've sort of been desensitized to it. Oh wait, someone's in chat. At ThomXD says, "Hey, Excalibur is the best Nightblade?" ?
The Excalibur is an interesting case where later in the game, when you crafted out of hollowed bars after beating the mech bosses, which is mechanical versions of the Terraria bosses, it's one of the choices you can make to fight Plantera, and also you can... Oh, if that's a decision, I would go with the True Knight's Edge over Excalibur, because the True Knight's Edge has better projectiles, in my opinion.
I have no idea what that means.
I know, but they'll
Fair.
figure that out later.
You know what?
We'll
I'm
fight.
one to judge. I'm just commenting on that.
Judging's not very cool of you.
Oh, judging is very suboptimal. But anyway, what I was saying is, unlike in like a lot of players, I always feel really guilty when I'm mean in video games. Except for
yeah,
Don't Starve, where, as I said before, I've kind of been desensitized to it.
Agreed. I mean, I feel bad when I'm mean to, especially characters with a lot of, well, character.
Yeah.
Like, even if a character is mean and, like, kind of sucks, if it's a well-written character, I would much rather not be mean to.
So, for me, it's just, honestly, I have, like, a extremely hyperactive guilt response. Should build in there. But, as a result, like, I genuinely feel extremely bad, even for, like, being mean to a character, even if they're, like, they like, are just a sort of mindless NPC, which doesn't even have any dialogue. They're just, like, sort of a, like, random mob, or something. Which is why I've tried to play Minecraft with friends before, but none of those really last very long, because, all of my friends are, like, psychopaths in Minecraft.
Oh yeah, they're like, hey, look, it's an innocent village, let's blow it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man. It's easier just to build a better village, or at least keep the villagers alive.
No, a lot of the time I enjoy, like, building my own village from scratch. But the problem is I always feel bad about kidnapping villagers to, like, have them as citizens. So then I just go on wild quests for zombie villagers and all the stuff to cure them. Even though it would be better just to, like, build a minecart from one village to where I'm building mine.
Imagine, like, actually needing to go on a side quest because you feel bad taking the villager when you're taking their family with them as well to set up a new village. But in all honesty, I think you're one of the better Minecraft players, because most Minecraft players tend to be psychopaths.
Yeah. But that, like, the only game where, I don't do that is Don't Starve, where I can be an absolute menace in Don't Starve, but, like, only out of necessity, not out of enjoyment. Like, a lot of the time, the best strategies in Don't Starve involve, like, killing a lot of creatures for no reason, and I used to feel bad about it, but now I'm desensitized. But even in the night,
it
the
feels a
scream.
little...
Huh?
Yeah, Don't Starve requires a lot of killing.
Yeah.
In order of necessity.
Honestly, sometimes honestly, I feel like one thing about Don't Starve is there are very few morally good characters, which usually I don't like stories like that, but I'd say most characters are morally neutral. There are a few, like, good guys, but they usually aren't like the ones in the lead of the story. Like, the main character is Wilson, who,
Yeah, but Walter, in my opinion, he's so innocent. I love Walter. As a
yeah,
Boy
Walter
Scout-
and Weber are both very good.
As a Boy Scout, I like how Walter is actively upholding what it means to be a Boy Scout. It's refreshing.
Just most of the child characters, and Wartox, who is one of the most, like, on the surface evil characters, but at the same time, they're, like, at the same time, they are one of the few major adult characters who, like, show genuine signs of empathy when it doesn't, like, benefit them.
Oh yeah.
Like, they may be a imp that, like, eats people's souls, but, like,
There's a
somehow
sense of
they're one
reverence
of the
to it.
morally better characters.
Yeah, there's a sense of reverence to it that you just don't see with the other characters, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not saying this to critique Don't Starve's characters. I think a
Agreed.
lot of them are very well written. Hell, one
Don't
of my
Starve's
favorite
characters are one of the better
characters
ones.
is actually WX78, who, if you ask me, they're not, but I've heard them, it's argued that they're the most evil Don't Starve character.
Well, it's literally programmed in them not to feel any empathy.
Well,
There are
You know what,
several quotes that are like empathy inhibitors deactivated.
well, it's empathy module not responding. But even though he says that, he does actually show more empathy than some of the other survivors. It's just he also tries to act like a cold, calculating machine. Like, he's a self-proclaimed evil robot. But, like, aside from saying things that sound evil, he's not been canonically shown to do many evil things, and even though he does, and a lot of people say that he doesn't, like, show any empathy for organic life forms, but does for machines, where he does show empathy for machines, yes, but there are a lot of occasions in his inspection dialogue where he feels empathy for organic life forms, and sometimes his dialogue feels more like he doesn't understand that what he's doing is not great for like biological stuff because he's a robot. I mean, one of his pieces of dialogue when looking at, like, a head stuck on a pole is, they're gonna feel so silly when they realize they're missing this. And,
Oh, yeah.
like,
He feels less like an evil character, and more like a desensitized, it's kind of like a child, to be honest.
yeah.
not quite understanding the weight of certain situations. Like, oh yeah, totally, you could replace your arms.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I mean, and his backstory is one of the most fleshed out ones. His short shows is. Have you seen his short?
I'm pretty sure that it's the scientist, right? The
Wagstaff.
scientist,
Yeah. He was
that
built by
teleport-
Wagstaff, who right now is being one of a major antagonistic force. And he was implied to be like so he has a bunch of weird implications about him, where one is that he's like an actual, his empathy module was like the consciousness or memories, it's not clear, of like an actual human.
Yeah.
And
Oh. Heyo.
I'd say that, although Wartox and Wagstaff, I think, are more interesting characters because a lot of their more, like, good actions have weight to them, probably the most established to be morally good character is either Wes or Winona. Because, I mean, Wes is short, well, one of them, he has a couple, literally depicts him like putting himself in jeopardy just to help other people, to like a comical degree, and I just feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, they tend to be morally good in times where people don't really. In times where it's like you can't really help. Wes tries to help, which I feel is really sad, but also gives a sense of innocence to Wes.
I mean, I feel like Wes is, like, I wouldn't say that he helps in situations where it's impossible to help, but I'd say he's just very unlucky. He has the worst stats of all of the characters, and like in a bunch of downsides. He's literally designed to be a hard mode. And
Yeah.
and like I feel like that's because he's extremely unlucky and just ended up getting stuck with a lot of things that make survival difficult.
Yeah. I mean, it does add more weight to the kindness because it's harder for Wes to help out.
So Wolfgang is I wouldn't say he's one of the morally best. He still does some questionable things that are like canonically confirmed and not just things you can do while playing as him. Or I feel like that's something with Weber, where the strats people use while playing Weber feel very different from what like Weber would actually be doing.
Yeah, I feel like the strats that people use to play Weber is like spawn a bunch of spiders using the spider nests. Don't care if hundreds of them die, we gotta beat Dragonfly. But I feel like Weber would name all of the spiders.
Yeah. No, I totally headcanon he does. But Wolfgang, a lot of the time his inspection dialogue tends to be there's some exceptions, but it tends to be sort of the most, like, nice, especially to the pigs and pigs, like,
Yeah.
and he genuinely, I think he's the only character who's, like, I feel really bad about this whenever he's attacking a pig. Since they're like a, you know, sentient.
So we can craft a bow.
Furious Finch staff. What's this?
You have the finch staff?
It would appear so. I have no
Oh,
idea
that's
what this is.
So you use it, and then you have a minion that deals constant damage. to
Oh, hey,
enemies.
That sounds a lot like, when we were a kid, my brother Sam, not the Sam that you are, my brother,
Yeah.
had, his character in Terraria had the slime staff, which, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's actually, like, supposed to be a very good item, but it was
It's a
very,
very
powerful, especially to us, where we were two kids who had no idea, who were really bad at video games since we were just little kids. And, like,
Yeah.
it sort of sounds, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be one of the best summon items, but,
No, it's not. There's so much better summon item.
Oh.
We get way stronger in the game.
I see. But anyways, a lot of the time, I always felt like Sam was way better at me than Terraria. And I mean, he was, because he was like 2 years older. I was 5 and he was like 7. Or around that age range. But in hindsight, well, and a lot of the success he had at the game came from the fact that he had a powerful summon to fight for him, where I was always stuck, like, just fighting things. And I should mention, it took us way too long to work out that you could, like, craft better weapons. So I was, like, fighting with just, like, my wooden sword, where he was, like, where he had, like, super powerful summons.
Yeah.
And
Not good.
it was pretty sure I did find, like, stronger weapons eventually, but I do just want to emphasize that, like,
Hey Owen, I left
Uh-huh.
you a bow at the house.
okay, I'll, get it when I die, because I'm definitely going to die on this quest.
Yeah. Also in Terraria, there's a progression system. It's not like Don't Starve, where if you die, you kind of lose things, and if
No, I understand that Terraria is a lot
Everything
less
is-
punishing with death.
and like everything is available to you in Don't Starve if you're able to get it, well, that's not like the case in Terraria. There's classes, there's items, there's a progression system.
So,
in the game.
I've heard a lot of people mention classes, but I've never really worked out, like, how that works, since, aside from just, like, what items you have equipped, is there, like, more to it than that, or is it really just, like, what gear your character has?
Oh yeah, there's a lot more to classes. There's a whole set of like different armor sets, different weapons, different abilities, potions, and different NPCs that will help you.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of important to choose a class. While you could use items from other classes, choosing a class maximizes your damage output.
I see. Honestly, a lot of the time, whenever I play Terraria nowadays, I end up getting really sidetracked trying to get a bunch of the Don't Starve crossover items, but I don't actually remember how to get any of them, and I could look it up, but I just... You know, why don't I look it up whenever I'm trying to do that? I probably should. But anyway, I don't think I've ever actually gotten any of them.
Yeah, that's alright. I mean...
But, like, I always spend a lot of time looking for them since, you know, I literally got into Terraria through Don't Starve.
Okay, so... There's actually a way to get things from that. The Deerclops boss requires a summoning item.
From what I understand, that's a common thing in Terraria, right?
Yeah, a summoning item for bosses. Yeah. And the thing is, it requires stuff that you don't get right away in Terraria. It requires, like, the corrupt ingots, depending on which corruption you have.
I appear to have found a gun.
You have a gun? A flare gun?
It says a powerful boomstick.
Oh, you're in the jungle. That's really cool. If we get more housing units for the NPCs, what is it? The gun stealer will move in, and we can buy guns from the gun stealer.
So, oh wait, no, I almost forgot. Didn't they add the pneumatic horn from Don't Starve Hamlet to Terraria as well? Well, I'm glad they added something from Hamlet, because, Hamlet's probably the most underrated version of Don't Starve, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, Hamlet's really neat. Really
Yeah.
nifty. It feels like Don't Starve crossed over with Stardew Valley. There's a whole...
Well, I've not played much Stardew Valley. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a lot lighter than in tone, and I do believe you're not able to, murder everyone and consume them in Stardew Valley.
Oh. It appears there's a misunderstanding. I don't think, I fully understand Don't Starve Hamlet. I thought it was like...
No, it is that. You can, a lot of the time you can play it in a way that feels more like Stardew Valley. It's just, you can also...
Oh, jeez.
The pigs do still drop meat and are still, for the most part, a good source of, like, food.
My kidneys were stolen by a jungle bat. Organ trafficker. Oh,
Ooh, I can craft goggles. They don't seem to be very good as an item, but I like how they look.
yeah, there's a cosmetic.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I may be not great at Terraria, but even I know that much.
Yeah.
Probably
Also,
build
can you
like a
show me that
storage room
boomstick?
or something.
Hey, can you show me that boomstick?
Okay, let's see. Ah, here it is. I guess I should drop it because it's not showing up if I like put it in my
I'll give it
hotbar.
back. Okay, so one thing we can do is make this a graveyard biome to get Abigail's flower. Ooh, powerful boomstick. So there are modifications on these items for Terraria, right?
Okay. I'm gonna build like a cellar sort of storage area.
Here. Up. Hang on. Can you take that?
Okay.
There you go.
Because I have a lot of junk in my inventory, and I'm one of those like video game players who is really bad at inventory management. You know what? No, I'm thinking of like a cellar design, but I'm really conflicted on it. But I'll see how it looks, and if it looks bad, I'll just get rid of it.
Hey, have you been picking up your tombstones?
Yes. Well, not
Place them around the area.
shit. Looks. Oh, my inventory got full when I was like looking in the chest with the boomstick, so I dropped it.
That's alright. There are plenty of...
You know what? That
Yeah.
cellar would look a lot. That cellar idea would look better in a 3D space. I shouldn't try to make it in Terraria.
You are
No.
very much one of the more considerate Terraria players. Also, hang on. I'm
just gonna put a chest here for now and build a storage room later, because my inventory's very full.
Die, zombies. Bing, bing, bing.
I'm also putting some things that I feel like might be useful, but I don't know what they do in the chest, and you could look at those and see if they're...
Look, I have a zombie arm.
No, I also have some, like, a bunch of ore and stuff, or...
Zombie arm.
Hmm. From what I understand, cactus armor is fairly good early game armor, so...
No, it's not
Oh.
fairly good, but yeah, I mean, the wooden armor is good starting armor.
I said cactus armor. Also gonna craft a tungsten broadsword.
Oh, you
Oh, hey,
probably should.
hey, Sam's in chat. He wants to join the stream. Should we let him?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's swap to the streaming Discord so we can join.
Yeah. Alright, when's Sam gonna join? Also,
Oh, hello.
hi Sam.
I'm gonna pull up Terraria. What was that?
Already at my 50th zombie? Just started playing.
I haven't played this game at all much, so...
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard it took an hour stream to make you figure out how to jump.
That was fun.
No, it was not.
I can't guarantee I remember. Join via Steam, right?
Yes.
Yep, play via Steam.
Which characters are you? Kiki, Red Dwarfing, or Esme?
You should
Oh, create a
you
new
should probably make
character. New character, Sam.
New one?
Yep,
Why?
because we should all start with equally no stuff.
I'm gonna name my character... Give me a sec, I need to make your character look good.
Okay.
Okay.
What I mean by second is... I'm gonna make this character look ridiculous.
You know, it might be a lot more fun playing Terraria with Sam if I'm not the best person at Terraria online out of process of elimination.
Hey, I don't suck anymore, I don't think.
No,
Oh.
we can. Can we not play with 3 people?
Oh, no, I should probably just send him an invite.
Yeah.
I'm
just
still
send
making-
him an invite.
Oh, he's still
making
making his character. It's fine.
Also, I think it's a good idea to start making an arena.
Okay, like for bosses.
Yep.
Okay, we gonna start over because I haven't, you know.
We
No,
have
I'm-
not made that much progress, Sam.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Nope.
If you joined, you would just be wooden armor and a wooden bow away from being as stacked as us.
Is there a limit to how ridiculous my character can look?
Well, figure it out. I feel like you could just randomize the character. Then make it look as ridiculous as you want to.
No, I'm gonna.
Honestly, I feel like I really love messing around with character creators, but I don't want to like backseat Sam's character creation. You could just make your character look like whatever you want.
It's a
Agreed.
blue dwarf. It's gonna be a blue dwarf.
Okay.
I'm gonna name.
Octonaut.
What's I name it? Blue dwarf guy. Blue guy. Blue man. Multiplayer. Join the team. Shift and tab, right?
Uh-huh.
Also, don't mind this wooden monstrosity I'm making. I'm making an arena to make it look good.
Monitor. Give me a second. Okay?
Huh?
I'm gonna connect my monitor so I can play on the monitor.
Okay.
So give me 2 seconds for if I'm AFK for a minute.
I don't know why I'm making this whole 4 wide.
Okay. There we go, that makes sense. I'm using the mouse pad by the way, so it might not be perfect, so
Okay.
hang on, I have it on my monitor now.
Good.
I'm also gonna pull up a Terraria key control sheet. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm here.
Cool.
What do you want me to do? How far are we into this?
Not very far.
We're far enough to where if we fought the Eye of Cthulhu, all 3 of us, we'd probably have a decent chance.
I haven't played this game at all, so I don't know what that is.
Oh, you'll figure it out eventually.
I'm gonna go mining a bit. I'm making a little mining hole under the hill.
Okay. Also, this is gonna be our arena.
What do I need to make my first pickaxe?
Sam, didn't you just say that you suck less at this game?
Don't suck. It doesn't mean I don't
You
suck.
have a pickaxe.
No, I mean like, how do I get the better one? So
You mine ores to get a better one.
I remember last time you got a pet one, right?
Yeah, I happened to find like a summonable raccoon thingy.
Raccoon?
This time I found a summonable finch thingy.
Yeah, the baby shark.
You mean
Don't want to bring that even back into the world, but yeah.
Is there a light? Can I have some sort of light torches? Wait, I do have some torches going. I don't have any torches yet, so that sucks. Let's see, once we, there's a blue slime. Are the different slime colors worth different amounts of anything, or the variety? I want to pet, my goal is to get a pet slime.
We talked about last time that would probably take a while.
Yeah, that would honestly take like quite a long time.
What? That's hard.
If you had to fight, okay, choose if you'd rather fight, 40 regular geese, 40 foot.
A what?
Would you rather fight 40 regular geese or 140 foot goose?
40 regular geese.
I don't know, man. It's like a numbers game versus a size game.
Geese get the stump up.
I don't want to fight a goose at all.
Yeah, me either.
That's
Look, I can say from experience, like, I really hate hurting animals, and, like, it is very hard if you, like, get a geese mad at you by accident, to try and, like, keep them from attacking you without accidentally hurting them.
Oh yeah, it's really hard to keep an attacking animal from not attacking you.
Without injuring them. Look, I love geese, but, like, they can be little gremlins.
But there's something else, alright.
Yeah, they're quite something.
How far can you go walking straight? I'm in the desert.
Okay.
Oh, there's ends to the world. It's not like Minecraft where it's like,
Well, there's ends to the world in Minecraft. It's just they're so far away that it takes, like,
I'm in the
actual
cold
real
weather.
world days to get to them.
I'm in the school desert. Does the desert have anything good in it?
it can.
Just fighting some stuff in the swamp because I heard some swamp stuff has a chance of dropping the tentacle spike.
I'm gonna be mining for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making the arena for quite some time actually.
When I'm done, I'm gonna get a pickaxe, whatever. Make me a pickaxe. Are there any bosses in the desert?
Nether. You mean hell? HE double hockey sticks.
What?
You mean hell? HG double hockey sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, to someone who plays both games, there isn't really any difference.
I mean, I feel like the Nether is a version of Hell, and well, to me, like, Honestly, I'm not like a lore expert, but unlike most Minecraft players, I have looked into the lore some, and like a lot of people, no, not through game theory. Well, I mean, yes, through game theory, but like not as my only source. And the Nether definitely seems like some kind of afterlife to me, since there are like souls trapped everywhere, and but the thing that doesn't line up with that is I feel like the only entity in it that really is undead are wither skeletons and ghasts, and for like an afterlife it feels like there'd be more.
Maybe they all turn into the same thing when they die. I don't know.
I mean, the going theory is that, honestly, everyone who's looked into Minecraft's lore, to my knowledge, agrees that there was some kind of ancient civilization that went to the Nether, and most people say that, like, a lot of the reasons there are so many skeletons and stuff in the Nether are because of them. But I always just feel like, I feel like this might be confirmation bias, but I always interpret the Nether as an afterlife of some kind. And
Have you played the old Minecraft Realms game or whatever? The Minecraft.
you mean Minecraft Legends or Minecraft Dungeons or?
Yeah. Legends.
I haven't played either of those.
I just died. Yay. That did not take.
I've not like done unlike extensive research on Minecraft's lore. I've just watched a few videos and like looked into stuff in game.
Hey, there's a guy with a TV.
What?
Hey. Can I actually have them move the falling before so I can help myself get down here? What? How do I supposed to get down here?
Rope.
I don't have to.
Ancient Shadow Helmet.
Ooh,
Huh.
that's actually kind of good.
Sounds useful.
Yeah.
And Eater of Souls banner.
Back to the
Banners tend to help kill enemies that you have already killed.
my Kelly's fine.
Kill a certain amount of zombies, you'll get a banner that helps you kill more zombies.
I'm gonna kill a lot of. I'm gonna go over the slime killing rampage.
Okay.
I wanna get the items from slime. There's one in a million camps though, so let's see.
Honestly, one sort of like headcanon I had as a kid about Terraria is that the reason you're able to go between worlds is because like the space between worlds is just the Z-axis, and like as a kid I always just imagined that when you were going to a different world in Terraria, you just like moved on the Z-axis a bit, and like it wasn't a different world, it was just like a bit forward or backward. Just remember that like silly headcanon I had as a kid, and thought I'd
I'm
bring it
doing
up.
slime.
That's silly. It's actually kind of nifty.
I have one more health left. So I'm not gonna die to a slime.
We've all been there. We've all
It's not gonna fit in. What?
Did you hear Benny becoming a movie?
What the hell does that mean?
He's a machine.
I have no interest in that series movies.
Not horror, but like cartoon.
Do that. By the way, did you die too?
How have I survived this long? Like, I expected to just kill a couple of Eaters of Souls and die, but like, I'm facing hordes of them and winning.
Oh, do you want help?
Huh?
Do you want help?
No. The thing I'm surprised about is how well I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go mining. Hey, I'm trying to mine, you little thing. Fight with my pickaxe. I don't want to fight you, man. I don't want to fight you. It's huge.
Hopefully you're gonna have to learn about Terraria.
What? I don't like killing things.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Ooh,
Will it help your state of mind to know
Hey,
that they're giant?
Pierre, I've gotten an ancient shadow scale mail from this. Guess these Eaters of Souls drop pretty good armor. Or decent armor.
I'm still in the opening stages. I suck at this.
You don't suck at it. You just don't do too well right now.
Yeah, because I don't like killing stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I have basic equipment, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna pay over $5. Yeah. Oh, fuck it. What does the Steam Workshop do? What does the Steam Workshop do?
Why am I doing so well against these guys?
Oh. Come and get me, little thing. Killing a zombie, killing a zombie, killing a zombie, killing a zombie, killing a zombie. Dying to a zombie, dying to a zombie.
I gotta just stay.
Is the live doing well? Nope.
We're chilling. $500 an hour. Or $1,000 a month an hour.
What did that from?
Just the mean games in the way.
Inherent paranoia is telling me that something's gonna go horribly wrong since things are going too well. Well,
Murphy's Law.
it's horribly wrong.
Your inner Murphy's Law is right.
Oh, time to get back my stuff.
I'm just going I'm going to dog play. Die to a zombie.
How many times are you gonna die from zombies?
I'm ass at this game, okay?
You'll get better.
Oh yeah, my book is done now. It's 129 pages. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I actually read the first chapter of that the other day. I recorded myself doing a cold read of it, and I'm planning on sending it to you.
There's an updated version.
Hmm.
I'll send you that sometime, I guess, if you want the updated version.
Okay, real quick, the one thing, there are a lot of criticism I had that I just leave in the recording and let you pick up on later, but the main thing I want you to change urgently is, you credited me by my full name in it, but, I don't want my full name to be out there. Like, I don't want people online to know my last name.
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just my last name must remain a mystery to all. Except, like, you know, the people who actually know me in person.
What was the best part of the chapter? I don't know.
I don't know, I'll send you... Let's not talk too much about your book on the stream. We don't want to spoil it for the people who might watch the VOD, because let's be honest, I don't think anyone's watching live.
Did you enjoy it though?
I felt like I probably should have, I don't want to go into detail, but, in all honesty...
It was bad.
Yeah,
It was bad, wasn't it?
It's a learning experience.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sam. You're a 16-year-old, and you specifically said that the part I read was probably, like, the worst part of your book. I'm sure it'll get better.
I'm gonna send you the updated version.
Okay.
And don't read chapters 11 and 11 to 13. Just when you read those, no, they're not done yet, okay?
Okay.
They're just... This is my first draft of those chapters, so they're gonna be shit. Understand that?
Yes. Again, you don't need it to be, like, extremely well written. And you're just some random teenager. No one's expecting Shakespearean literature from you.
I'm gonna give you the updated version, okay?
Okay.
It's a...
You've said so multiple times.
Does it have the chapter 13? Chapter 13 is just in the outline stage right now, though.
Okay, yes, you've said this.
So just... Chapter 13 is...
You don't need to repeat everything over and over again.
It's hard for people with stutters to not...
I know,
things.
but still, it's just a habit he has that,
Liam, you wanna read it,
I could. I mean, if you send it to me, I'll probably check it out.
Okay. Again, 11 to 13 aren't done yet, so please
Yes.
don't, you know...
Look, I have a
I-
stutter, I understand, but like...
I hate chapter 12. I hate it right now.
Okay, again, we can't really, unless you're gonna, like, spoil your book on my stream, we can't really say much about, like, it except, like, very nondescript details about it, and I don't think that would make for either a very interesting stream or conversation.
Yeah. Sam's book, The Man in the Situation.
No, I don't.
So one of the main reasons I recorded it is because I thought, like, you were talking about before how you wanted to make a Patreon, but you couldn't think of any good bonuses, and I thought, like, one of the people who'd be doing the audiobook reading an early draft of it would, like, cold reading an early draft of it would be perfect for something like that. Just, if you, just when I do send you, like, the footage, make sure if you do plan on, like, publishing it ever, to edit out my full name, because again, I don't want that to be leaked on the internet.
The internet.
I'm gonna make it like a shop item. You could buy it and include it with the membership.
Okay.
My Terraria broke. My monitor just broke on me. Hang on, give me a sec.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah, but it looks like my monitor's broken. So how much would you like me to, like, if I sell it, how much would you think is a good price for it?
I'm not sure. Like, depends on what format you're selling it in. Like,
I'm selling it by itself.
I mean, like, a printed or digital, hardback or paperback.
Digital.
I feel like digital books usually a reasonable price for them is like, $2 to $10 because you shouldn't like charge too much for a digital book, since.
Think you think like $3.99 would be.
I suppose so.
I guess.
Wait, 129 pages? Wait, what is this one? Did I give you the wrong copy? Hang on, I'm sorry. I don't know how this is 129 pages and the other one is 116. I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused. Did I give you the wrong copy?
I don't know.
They have the same look.
The one you gave me was called Incarnate Unformatted.
That's the wrong one.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, it'll be alright. The content of Chapter 1 substantially different, so, like, do I have to read that again, or...?
Not at all, not yet.
Okay. But again, we can't say much about this on the stream, so, like...
Sorry. If it's bad, I really want to know if it's bad, because... Is it worse than you thought it would be?
About the same.
Here's the updated version. I had to delete the old act one. Hang on. If I messed up at all,
Again, we're on stream right now, Sam.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna say I'm sorry and immediately proceed to do it again.
No. Do you want to just talk for a bit, or do you want to keep playing Terraria?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're playing Terraria.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in a bit because I have stuff to do.
Okay. You don't have to stick around for the whole stream.
You don't?
No, if you can hop in and out, maybe please just kind of mention you're hopping up.
Well, I'm gonna leave at 4:55 in 5 minutes.
Honestly, but I am so, like, just disappointed in it that I forgot that I scheduled D&D yesterday, because, like, I did, but I forgot about it.
I didn't even pay attention.
Because I was genuinely, like, so excited for a lot of the, like, stuff I was planning on doing, and I just...
Oh yeah, stay tuned for that, audience.
Yeah, and I just forgot about it. Like, honestly, I feel like we're doing a boss fight I prepped several months ago currently, and like the boss fight isn't actually that long, but sessions have been so spaced out that it feels like we've been doing that fight for like an eternity.
Yeah. 1 year here is.
What do we can do like D&D sometime this week, please?
I don't know if I can do this week, which is why I'm so annoyed that I forgot about the session I scheduled.
You've done it yesterday.
Oh. Well, honestly, I really just want to get past the boss fight we're on now and, like, begin to sort of introduce a lot of the things I have planned for later on.
We can do a boss fight, and then are we doing the minigame thing again?
Maybe. Because
Because
honestly, so...
Minigame wasn't balanced.
It wasn't.
Okay.
What? Well, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
The
Thanks for making a cameo on stream.
I love how half of the stream so far has been like talking about Don't Starve, and then the other half is like, oh yeah, Sam has a book too. Check that.
Yeah.
this stream has just been anything but Terraria.
Well, I mean, there's been Terraria gameplay in the background, I suppose.
Yeah. Audio live streams are pretty good.
Alright, bye. See ya.
How's life been, Owen? Owen?
Huh?
How's life been?
So, it's been pretty good. For the most part, I've been doing a lot better than I was before. Since I've officially dropped out of school, kind of, maybe. But I'm currently not attending school and, like, prepping for the GED. And by prepping, I mean, I've already, like, passed all the practice tests, so which means I'd probably pass the main test. It's just that it's a hassle to to take it before you're 18 in this state. I almost accidentally it gave away which state we're in, which like isn't the most revealing information, but I still want to keep. Huh?
I mean, we're getting up there in our childhoods. We should figure out something.
Yeah.
Do you have anything in mind for a career?
Well, I still want to be a game developer. When I was a lot younger, I wanted to be a full-time YouTuber, where I still feel like if I'm able to pull it off, that would be appealing. I mean, I'm making YouTube stuff now, but it's not like...
it would be a side hustle at best.
Yeah, I feel like I want to make YouTube videos as a hobby more as a career nowadays, but my main sort of idea for a career is game development, and I'm planning on working on that more once I pass my GED. I've been intentionally avoiding like starting any extremely difficult projects until after I pass my GED, since I want to.
You gotta have a big portfolio, bud.
Yeah.
Like, there's gotta be some portfolio in order to get hired.
I mean, again, the reason I've been like not doing anything until I pass my GED is because I sort of don't want to get too distracted from, like, from that. And the only thing I actually need to do at this point before I can take it is acquire an ID. Like a state ID. And we just have to... I just have to sit through a appointment at the DMV to do that, and then I'll be able to schedule the date of the GED, and then I'm gonna be able to get then I'm probably gonna get started on game development, and I'd also probably put more effort into the uploads on my YouTube channel. I've been uploading and streaming a fair bit, but there hasn't been much I've been putting too much effort into. Because, as I said, I don't want to distract myself from the GED too much.
I feel you. There's a lot to do, and sometimes you gotta neglect hobbies and other goals in order to achieve these goals.
Yeah, sure. I mean... I feel like, I've been having several ideas for, like, what to make as my first game, but I keep on running into the same problem I ran into when we were doing Nimbus Studios together, which is I have a very hard time working on something creatively without, like, it ballooning into a massive project.
Yeah, scope creep is...
Yeah,
scope creep is a nut, dude.
And it's very annoying because I have trouble working, like, on a project I don't care about, and I have trouble, like, sort of limiting a project I do care about. So I have to care about a project just enough that I'm actually able to do it, which might be a bit tricky.
That is a bit tricky. It's hard to pull off a balance between passion and productivity.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, this is very promising. I found a crimson place. Wait, no. I found a corrupt place.
Okay.
So if I'm able to blow up a shadow orb, I'll be able to get a better weapon.
So I'm just fighting a bunch of Eaters of Souls because, as I said before, I believe they're supposed to be able to, like, drop the tentacle spike, which was part of the Don't Starve crossover.
Did you read up on that? Is that correct?
No, it's just I've heard that, like, things in corrupted biomes can drop the tentacle spike.
I would not suggest getting that right about now.
Okay. I mean, I'm still fighting them because, like, I was able, like, they dropped fairly good armor before, and now I have, like, decent armor, which
yeah. Okay, here we go. Time for the musket. I own a musket for home defense, because that's what the Founding Fathers intended. 4 ruffians break into my house.
A horrible chill goes down your spine.
Yeah.
Are you summoning a boss or something?
No, I got a musket. Oh, I got a weak musket. I own a musket for home defense.
I guess it just randomly told me a horrible chill goes down my spine when you did something.
Yeah, I broke a heart. I broke what is it? A corrupted orb.
Huh.
I got a weapon.
a musket for home defense. 4 ruffians break into my house. I shoot the ruffian with my musket. He's dead on the spot. I shoot the second one with my pistol, and when I miss because it's smoothbore, and it hits the neighbor's dog. Now I gotta resort to the cannon blade, which grape shot. Straight up copy pasta based on a musket.
Interesting.
Have you found something that sounds like a suspicious-looking eye?
I've seen a bunch of demon eyes, but like... And I know that... I'm pretty sure suspicious-looking eyes are like the ones that drop the thing you need to summon the Eye of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
right?
Have you got something called lenses?
Yes.
Lenses, do you have it? Any?
I think I dropped them for inventory space.
Dang it.
Look, I didn't
But,
know they'd
like-
be useful.
But like lenses, they have the ability to craft into a suspicious-looking eye. It spawns a
see.
boss. And
The
boss
Eye of
said-
Cthulhu, right?
The Eye of Cthulhu. Yeah.
I will fight the best Don't Starve boss in Terraria, and yes, I'm doing that intentionally. If Deerclops' Terraria wiki shows up first, I'm allowed to call the Eye of Cthulhu a Don't Starve boss.
I mean, I guess you could, but it's doing a little bit of a disservice.
I know, I'm just still spiteful that the Terraria wiki stole Deerclops.
Yeah. I just got wormed. Giant worm attacked me. Do you have something called a vile shroom?
Let's see, is this I have 12 of them.
Ooh, can you come back?
One sec, I'm just gonna grab some of the money I dropped earlier, and then I'll come back.
Mm-hmm. Gonna need to prepare for a boss, in fact. Oh, move.
So, what do the vile shrooms do?
You can grind them up into a powder. And you need that to craft another summoning boss item.
Well, I guess I'm back.
Oh, you died.
Yes. I'll drop all my vile shrooms in the chest, alright?
Okay. Ooh, I need this actually. Hang on, I got a black lens. That'll be useful later. So, I'm thinking next day, I'm gonna need to. Ooh. I need one last lens. Thank you. Can I see the vile shroom?
I put them in the chest for you.
Nice. Now I gotta grind this up into a fine pulp.
Keep on forgetting to summon the sparrow guy. He's like very... Oh wait, Fitch guy. He's very useful. I just keep on forgetting I need to use an item for him to come out because I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
you need to use an item. Yeah, you need to use the item to get him, but it's very much worth it.
Yeah. And it's not that, like, I don't mean to use the item. It's just that I keep on forgetting every time I die that I need to resummon him.
Yeah, but it is a large help. So I want to fight the Eye of Cthulhu today.
Alright,
Like this.
I have found a few lenses,
I'm not talking about like the Terraria day, but I'm talking about this stream. I want to fight.
No,
the Eye of
I
Cthulhu.
know.
We are very much well prepared for it, especially in a normal world.
Honestly, I have some... I don't want to say extremely good armor because, like, it's probably not endgame, like, good later on if I was able to get it, but, like, I have
No.
some, pretty good armor from all the, like, Eaters of Souls I've been fighting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna craft the suspicious looking eye. And then we'll fight him the next day. Or if I can't fight the... Oh, jeez. How many of these have you killed?
Many
moly.
of them.
Do you have any duplicate shadow armor?
No, I only have the helmet and the chest plate.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to also find the leggings if they exist, which I assume they do.
They do.
Along with my hopes of finding a tentacle spike.
This is gonna be harder than I thought. So, I got a... Oh, he dropped and died too.
Yeah.
Who do you usually play as in Don't Starve?
Huh? Oh, so a lot of people when they are playing a game with a lot of different characters have a main, and I used to play a lot of them like that, but I tend to swap a lot between characters in games like that, because I find it fun to swap between playstyles.
It is really fun.
So I'm very good at most characters in Don't Starve. I learned to play as Wendy, so I'd say out of all of them, she's probably the closest to my main, but I still usually play as a different person each time.
Yeah. A gnome tried to attack me, it just petrified.
Honestly, the thing is I really like Wheeler, but she's exclusive to Don't Starve Hamlet, and I mean, she has traits that carried over to both Walter and Bortox, but I very much like sort of her, like, sort of nav-gadget item, which lets her find stuff easily.
I like playing as Walter, not gonna lie.
Walter,
Walter's really fun. Walter's really nice and fun, to be honest.
Walter, in my experience, is very good for, or more new players, because a lot of them have trouble with kiting, which is also the reason that I learned to play using Wendy, because she has a summon where you don't have to kite stuff.
Oh, I mean, Wendy has a big downside to where if Abigail dies, there's a large hit to the sanity.
Yeah, although, that was just when I was starting out, and at this point I'm skilled enough and Don't Starve that low sanity's really an inconvenience more than anything else.
Yeah.
I feel like it actually can. Sometimes when I need like nightmare fuel or something, I actually can find it annoying to need to like get it down on quickly. There are a lot of ways to like lower your sanity, but it can be difficult to like intentionally do it sometimes.
Agreed. Especially when you're playing as Maxwell. Like, you have to lower his sanity, but he passively regenerates sanity.
Yeah, I feel like the way I tend to deal with sanity as Maxwell is sometimes I'll make shadow clones just to lower my max sanity, so I'll be able to like get like more stuff. But I don't tend to play Maxwell very much. He's very good for like gathering resources, but not that much else.
Agreed.
And like, and even then, if I want to play a character for gathering resources, I prefer Woody.
Mm-hmm.
Although, Maxwell was very much nerfed in Don't Starve Together, since, in Don't Starve Solo, they started with some, really late game weapons, and, they don't in Don't Starve Together. Although I think that's fair, because, like, in Don't Starve Solo, Maxwell was, like, the last, like, probably the hardest character to unlock, except maybe Wes, who was the hard mode, but like, when you play as Maxwell and Don't Starve Solo, it's sort of supposed to be like a post-game thing, where in Don't Starve Together, you can play as Maxwell as easily as you could play as anyone else.
Yep. We're gonna need to make some housing, so I'm gonna need to stack houses for right now.
Okay.
Well, not
We can make
in
it more like
spawn,
town.
I can do it out of the way. Also, for the Eye of Cthulhu, we're gonna need to advise you to not be too close to the Eye of Cthulhu. So don't use like the metal sword you have, because yeah.
I'll do the age-old strategy, which is also the best way to defeat bosses in Don't Starve, which is just, let my summons deal with it, or I guess in Don't Starve it would be just let other stuff deal with it.
Well, I mean, you will need to use, like, a ranged weapon, or a weapon
Yeah,
that
no,
has
like, I know how to
range.
use bows and stuff, but since I have a good summon, I'll probably focus a lot more on defense than offense, and
Yeah, I mean, I guess keeping yourself alive is important.
yeah. Actually, no, I forgot, Terraria has very little consequences for dying, except just losing some money and being transported back to, spawn, so defense might not be that important.
I say craft a bow.
I mean, I do already have a bow,
Okay, well then, we're pretty much set for the Eye of Cthulhu. It is recommended to get the Hermes boots, but since there's two of us, I think we could totally beat them.
So if we're gonna like fight them now, Oh, should I like head back to spawn?
Oh no, we need to fight him at night.
I
So
see.
we gotta wait tonight.
Forgot about that.
Ooh. I found a cave. Just kidding, I didn't find a cave. I think I'm just gonna wait, like, right here. Let's, talk a little.
So anyway, what have you been up to? We've talked a lot about, like, how I've been, which makes sense, because, I've not been around very much, but what's been, like, happening back at, school?
So, at QO,
Yeah.
things have been going well. I'm glad you're not at QO, well, because this is really loud, especially towards the end of the year, where people are talking more.
So, and I've been staying fairly connected to, like, Sam, but, haven't talked to Amadi in a long time. How's he doing?
I can give you his Discord.
Huh? No, I have his Discord, it's just we haven't talked in a while.
Okay, well, Amadi's doing pretty well. In
Nice.
English class, we're doing Scrabble, and Amadi leads the Scrabble thing. Gives the answers to the teacher. I've been in a weightlifting class, which, as you can imagine, is kind of smelly,
Yeah.
sweaty.
Well, it's a high school. I feel like
Yeah.
that's, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, hang on. There's a Pinky here. I'll fight this little Pinky guy. Bing, bang, bing. Pinky is a rare slime that'll drop pink gel, which can be used for bouncy things. And I got the pretty and pink Pinky achievement. So yeah, that's pretty much the extent of it, but so far it's been a testing week
Yeah.
where testing is very much happening and very much around. Oh, there's a merchant. But yeah, so far, testing has been going on quite a lot, and what's nice is one of the testing days, I didn't have to go in for testing because I wasn't taking it. So we basically had 3 hours off school.
Nice. Yeah. Honestly, even though I would say it's overall a lot worse than like being able to go out and stuff, since I'm like a lot of the time unable to go out very much and too sick. There are definitely a lot of aspects of school I do not miss. Like, it's like a lot of the time I had a lot of trouble like strictly adhering to their schedule, mostly since tend to sleep in a lot, and yeah. But it's very nice for like whenever I'm doing something I'm working on to just be able to do it when I feel like it.
Do you want to meet up sometime?
Sure.
Like we could go to a quieter place where you can meet up at my house. 'Cause it seems you kind of miss
Yeah, no, I do very much miss, like, going out and being able to talk to people. Well,
Yeah. I feel you, bud.
But at the same time, as I said before, it's not all bad, since I can very much like set my own schedule whenever I want to. There's like something I want to get done.
Yeah. So, we're gonna be beating this eye fairly soon. I'm still setting up some of these houses, hoping more than just the merchant spawns. So we're gonna be beating the Eye of Cthulhu fairly soon.
So, should I head back now?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably craft some arrows or something for my bow.
Yeah, you gotta craft some arrows for your bow. Have you collected any potions so far?
Yeah, I have plenty of lesser healing potions and recall potions on me.
Ooh. That's amazing. We got the arms dealer. Need some bullets.
Really, actually, no, I shouldn't craft stuff because I do have that powerful boomstick, which might be a better weapon than a bow and arrow.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have time for that.
I mean, I do have it. Not like I need, but like the only thing
You'll
I
need
think I
bullets.
need is just ammo, right?
You'll need bullets.
I see. But didn't you say the arms dealer just arrived?
Yeah, I can buy you some bullets.
I have plenty of money from all that.
No, it takes a while to get to the NPC housing. You stay there. Here. Hang on.
Thanks.
Did you get it? Alright. We gotta prepare. Do you have any potions?
Yeah, I have plenty of lesser healing potions on me.
Okay. I'm gonna consume a grapefruit and then consume a swiftness potion. Also, look. This little guy ended up petrifying in the sun.
What is that?
It's a gnome.
Huh. Hey.
Alright, let's fight this. Let's
Oh wait,
fight
no,
this
it
blood
is a gnome.
rat.
I had trouble seeing it since the.
Hey, let's fight this retina. Be prepared.
Okay.
Beep is prepared. There it is. Yeah, this is actually really easy. I thought this would be harder.
It's already like close than half of its health.
Yeah, jeez. The dash.
Huh.
Okay, I'm gonna take this demonite and
That was
craft some good
fairly
stuff
quick.
with it. Yeah, it was really quick. Hey, look. Ah.
Oh dang, I forgot to record it. I'll take your perspective from the stream, I guess.
Huh. Oh, you're gonna edit this down?
Yeah, I'm gonna edit this down.
Neat.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna craft some demonite ingots, and then we'll craft something really good. I don't know what to craft, though, 'cause there are a few things we could craft. Would you want a yo-yo?
Sure. What do they do?
I guess it's not really useful in the long run. We're gonna need to fish eventually. I'll just make a fishing thing. Fisher of Souls, it's funny.
Honestly, the only, like, armor I have that's still wooden is my pants, so I'm just trying to, like, craft some decent leggings.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like I have
I mean,
enough
we should
materials.
definitely keep grinding Gear of Worlds to get some useful things. To get the greaves for the set bonus.
Yeah. I also feel like I should probably go mining for, like, some more max health, right? Like
Yeah,
heart
expanding
crystals.
the mines. The children yearn for the mines.
Well, the teenagers in this case.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and before you were talking about, like, making this a graveyard biome, I did gather a bunch of wood and put it in the chest if, still want to do that.
Cool. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of all I wanted to do.
Neat.
Do you
I'd be fine
wanna
with calling
end
it a day now.
Do you want to end the stream right about now?
Sure. Well,
Well,
see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell us we're cool. That last part's very important for self-esteem reasons. And see you all
that like
next
button.
time.
smash that like button and subscribe.
What? Knocked over my mic.